Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Fanatical is running a great game sale right now with a ton of great deals, and with a lot of you guys being stuck at home or whatever the case may be, you might be looking for some great games to play, and that's what I'm going to be bringing to you guys, and all of these games are under the price of $10. Honestly speaking, however, if you guys have developed a significant enough backlog already, probably your best bet is to tackle your backlog that you have now if you do have additional free time, rather than buying a bunch of more games to add to your backlog. I know some of these prices are going to look really enticing, but whatever, I'll ultimately leave that decision making up to you guys because some of these prices are really, really good. I'm actually going to be going over 11 deals. It just says 10 in the title because that looks nicer, and some of the games that are on sale here are a part of the same franchise, so you guys get the idea. A lot of great deals, so without further ado, let's get right into it. And starting things off, so this is a flash deal that I want to mention right off the top because this is such an insane deal. Sleeping Dogs Definitive Edition is 86% off for $2.79. So this is going to be available for the next day and 19 hours. So quite a flash sale there. I remember the Steam flash sales that would be only for like 6 to 8 hours. This a little bit lengthier, but nonetheless, Sleeping Dogs is an awesome game. I just finished my third playthrough of this game probably like 6 months ago, and man, it's still such a great game. A lot of people would compare it to GTA in Hong Kong, and it's so much more than that. I'm not saying GTA is a lesser game, but it's just a different game. Sleeping Dogs is more focused on its narrative, a more contained open world here, and more focused on its hand-to-hand combat as well, which I think is done really well, reminiscent of something like a Batman Arkham. For $2.79, the Definitive Edition also includes a lot of bonus content, and I'd highly recommend it, so give that a look. Next up, we have Prey, 75% off for $7.49. One of the more underrated games released in the last few years. Prey is a very atmospheric first-person shooter, kind of like a Metroidvania game. I know when you guys think of Metroidvania, you might think like a Castlevania, a Dead Cells, a game like that. This being a bigger first-person shooter, you would think, hey, how does that comparison work? Well, it's similar in the sense that to progress into certain areas of the game, you have to acquire specific items, and then you can access other areas. You guys get the idea. The game is incredibly atmospheric, incredible visuals, and a fantastic PC port here as well, even if you have lower-end hardware. I remember I tested this game with like a GTX 650, and it ran relatively well on that, and a 650, if you guys know, in 2020, probably not the highest-end GPU. For $749, great buy here. Next up, I want to give a shout to some Just Cause stuff. Just Cause 3 is 86% off for $2.79, while Just Cause 2 is 90% off for $1.49. Now, the Just Cause 2 deal, that is typically what we see Just Cause 2 go on sale for during a Steam sale. I believe Just Cause 3 doesn't typically get this cheap. So Just Cause 3 is a ridiculous deal at $2.79. I know when this game came out, it was an abomination of a PC port. However, it's gotten a lot better, and it still works rather well. And guess what? Now in 2020, you're not paying the $59.99 you paid in early 2016 or late 2015. $2.79 for it is still going to give you that very enjoyable, no-nonsense open world, big budget action fun with not a lot of emphasis on its storytelling or narrative. Just Cause 2 is also a very good game, and $1.49 for it, can't go wrong for that. Saints Row the Third, the full package, that is 75% off for $3.74. If you guys don't know, Saints Row the Third was really the Saints Row game that, in my opinion, kind of popularized the new wave of Volition open world action titles. Of course, following this, you had Saints Row 4, and then I believe Agents of Mayhem. Saints Row the Third was a very good game. It's another game where you don't have to take it all too seriously, and it's a game that you can find yourself just going back into when you want a game that's not super serious. It's super off the wall, super zany, and for $3.74, I think it's a great buy. This full package version also gives you a ton of DLC content. None of it is like super notable, but you know, more content for $3.74 isn't a bad buy. Next up, we have a couple of Deus Ex games on sale. Deus Ex Human Revolution Director's Cut is $2.79, while Mankind Divided is 86% off for $4.19. So I definitely do think Human Revolution is the stronger game from a narrative standpoint, and the Director's Cut here for $2.79 is really good. You also have some developer commentary in here that I really like that added as a layer to Human Revolution, because I loved Human Revolution back in the day. This is another game I've completed probably 4, 5, 6 times, because I played it first on the PlayStation 3 and then I got it on PC and played it multiple times on that as well. It's a fantastic game, and if you're kind of uneasy with, these stealth oriented action titles, kind of oxymoron there, but you get the idea. Deus Ex, you can really tackle it in a multitude of different ways. The easy difficulty in this game, if you do want to focus on the narrative only, it lets you play through the game pretty easily. Like, if you put this game on easy, you're gonna breeze through it, no problem, if you do want a story-focused experience. Really good game, love the story, gameplay is solid, and Mankind Divided is really good as well. A little bit disappointing to me because I was colossally anticipating this game. However, from my standpoint, because of how much I loved Human Revolution, my expectations were probably a little bit too high. For $4.19, it's still a very enjoyable action RPG with a lot of good content. However, the ending is a little bit of a head-scratcher, and I don't know if we're going to get a conclusion to Deus Ex anytime soon. Mankind Divided came out all the way back in 2016, and we haven't heard about another Deus Ex title. I think there's still a lot more potential in the franchise going forward, but ultimately that's going to be a Square Enix decision on whether or not they want to keep this franchise going. For now, however, if you never played Human Revolution or Mankind Divided, strong recommendation on both of those. Resident Evil is in the news these days. Resident Evil 3's demo will be dropping in just a few days, but right now you can check out Resident Evil 4 Ultimate HD Edition, 76% off for $4.79. Out of all of the Resident Evil games, maybe Resident Evil 2, the remake, has superseded it, but that's not really a fair comparison. Let's talk the original versions that were released. Resident Evil 4 is probably my favorite Resident Evil game, and hey, I would love to see this game get the Resident Evil 2 treatment. I know it's a little bit newer in the sense that it came out on the PS2 and the visuals still hold up decently, but hey, can you imagine this game being remade? It would be awesome, and maybe that'll happen in the near future. Whatever the case may be on that, the Ultimate HD Edition is still really good, and the game holds up relatively well. I mean, some of the mechanics and some of the camera mechanics specifically are a little bit janky, but I think overall the game is still incredibly enjoyable. Relatively, you know, a little bit of a pushback from the survival horror elements that made Resident Evil what it was in the early days and what they've come back to with Resident Evil 7. More of an action-oriented title with some horror elements there, but for $4.79, it's a great deal. Obviously, it's a little bit of a shorter experience, but I still think it's good for the money that you're paying. Alright, Fallout is a great game to get into right now if you got some free time. Fallout 3 Game of the Year Edition, $5.99. New Vegas Ultimate Edition, $5.99. Both of those are tremendous pickups right now. Fallout 3 is an iconic game that everybody should have on their Steam library, and it's kind of funny to me, but New Vegas, I feel like, is the more respected Fallout game, now being hindsight of being 2020. I don't know what it is. I remember when New Vegas came out, people were like, okay, this is good, but it's not as good as Fallout 3. Going back now in 2020, when people look back at Fallout, I feel like everybody is of the mindset, yeah, of course, New Vegas is the better game. I'm not going to get into that argument right now. I thought both of them were really good. Maybe Fallout 3 has a warped perception on PC because you do need to do some workarounds to get the game fully working on PC. It's very easy. I got the game working in like less than 2 minutes. Some things with altering the CPU usage, and it was fairly easy. That was a few years ago, so I don't know if things have changed a little bit in getting this game to run. New Vegas works fine. Everybody I've talked to playing New Vegas, it's a great experience. $5.99 for all the DLC is great. Fallout 3, $5.99. All the DLC, that's very good as well. And then lastly, I do want to give a shout to Dishonored 2. The base game is 75% off for $9.99. Another really good buy here. Dishonored is a franchise that I'll always go to bat for. Dishonored 1 was incredible. Dishonored 2, even better game with 2 playable characters. Even though both of the playthroughs are generally pretty similar, there's enough differences where it is worthwhile to go back and play through the games multiple times. And Dishonored is just one of those games where you can tackle the game in so many different ways, much like Deus Ex, that it warrants playing through the games multiple times anyway, and you can get a different experience. For $9.99, I think this is a great buy right now, and yeah, you can also check out Death of the Outsider. That's on sale. I believe that's a little bit more expensive. And then they also have Dishonored 1 on sale, so you can save on that. I believe that's $2.99, so that's really good as well. I should also mention that if you spend $10, you can get the Pony Island game for free. So if you do end up spending $10, there's that as well. But that's going to conclude this video, guys. Hope everyone is having a good time right now. Hope everyone is enjoying playing some video games. I just saw Steam broke a record for their concurrent player base. A lot going on in the world right now, but hopefully you guys can still keep a positive mindset even if a lot of things are not the greatest right now. Whatever the case may be, hope you guys are enjoying some video games, and right now, there's a lot of great deals available at Fanatical. That's going to conclude this video. If you guys have a request for a future video, you can always leave that in the comment section down below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.